What's the most embarrassing thing your dad accidentally exposed that got you a girlfriend? When I was 17, I worked weekends at a small ice cream shop, and every Saturday at exactly 2:30 p.m., the same girl came in. Her name was Emma. She always ordered mint chocolate chip, always sat by the window, and somehow managed to make me forget how to function like a normal human being. For 6 months, she was the best part of every Saturday. At first, we'd only exchange a few words. Then she started asking about the book I kept behind the counter. A few weeks later, we were arguing about movies, then music, then teachers. At some point, I realized I spent more time thinking about our conversations than actually having them. The problem? I never asked her out, not once. My coworker Jake thought I was hopeless. One Saturday, he watched Emma leave and shook his head. Dude, what? She likes you. No, she doesn't. She waits in your line even when it's longer. Coincidence. She remembered your birthday. I froze. How do you know that? Because she wished you happy birthday before I did. I still didn't believe him, mostly because believing him meant risking rejection. Unfortunately, my dad knew all about Emma too. Every Saturday, he'd ask the same question. Did you ask her out yet? No. Why? I don't know. He'd stare at me like I was the dumbest person he'd ever met, which was impressive because he owned a mirror. Then came the Saturday that destroyed my dignity. Emma came in around 2:30 like usual. I took her order. We started talking. Honestly, it was going great. She was telling me about a disaster during her driver's test and laughing so hard she could barely finish the story. For the first time ever, I wasn't nervous. Then the front door opened. I looked up. My dad, the man, the myth, the public safety hazard. He walked straight toward the counter, straight toward Emma, straight toward my downfall. His eyes got wide. Wait, no. Dad, this is Emma. Dad, the Emma? Emma looked confused. The Emma? I wanted the ice cream freezer to collapse on me. Dad smiled. Oh, wow. She doesn't know. The customers nearby immediately got interested. Emma crossed her arms. Know what? Dad pointed at me. For 6 months, this kid has talked about you non-stop. I closed my eyes. A little part of me actually died. Dad kept going. No, seriously, Dad. Every Saturday, Dad. Emma smiled at me today. Emma laughed at my joke today. Emma said have a nice weekend today. People in line were openly laughing now. Then Dad suddenly snapped his fingers. Oh, wait. My stomach dropped. Whenever Dad said wait, bad things happened. He reached into his wallet. No. Oh, yes. Dad. He pulled out a folded piece of paper. I immediately recognized it. 3 months earlier, during Thanksgiving dinner, I had drawn Emma from memory. The drawing looked so bad, it could have been used in a police investigation. Dad handed it to her. Emma unfolded it. The second she saw it, she burst out laughing. Oh my God. The people nearby were trying to see it too. I was already planning my escape route. Then Dad delivered the final attack. Flip it over. Dad, too late. Emma turned the paper over. Written across the back in giant letters were the words, future wife maybe. The entire shop lost it. People were laughing. Someone actually started clapping. At that point, I wasn't my dad's son anymore. I was his sacrifice. Then something happened that made everything worse. Emma stopped laughing completely. She looked at the paper, then at me, then back at the paper. The entire shop suddenly felt quiet. My heart dropped. This was it. I was finished. I started mentally preparing to move to another country. Then Emma looked up and asked, can I tell you something? Sure. I thought you didn't like me. I blinked. What? You never made a move. Because I was terrified. That made her laugh again. Then she pulled out her phone and held it toward me. Good thing your dad wasn't. My brain completely stopped working. Wait, she smiled. Are you going to take my number or should we let him keep managing the relationship? The entire shop exploded. People were cheering. My coworker Jake nearly fell over laughing. And my dad threw both hands into the air like he'd just won the Super Bowl. Emma and I have been together for almost a year now, and my dad still tells everyone he's the reason we're dating. The worst part, the jury is still out.